Grab your ankles, head down.
Get out of it! No! Oh, God. That's it!
A plane crash in Georgia leaves 23 dead, including a NASA astronaut and a U.S. senator.
Anytime there's a high-profile case, there's more stress and pressure on you.
In search of the cause,
we've got to see what happens in the air.
Investigator Tom Houter gambles on a risky hunch.
When I first proposed doing the flight test, it was not well received.
He puts his reputation and the life of a skilled test pilot on the line.
EMB 120, do you copy?
Copy.
This was, in my opinion, a very dangerous maneuver.
What if this airplane crashes? What if we lose the airplane?
The risks, of course, is part of the game.
Atlantic Southeast Airlines Flight 2311 cruises at 15,000 feet.
It's the Braves' year. I feel it.
Sorry, I don't want to get my hopes up. Last year, still hurts.
At the controls is Captain Mark Friedlein. The 34-year-old is an experienced pilot with almost 12,000 flight hours.
We got storm clouds ahead of us.
Yep. What do you want to do?
First Officer Hank Johnston is 36. He's been flying with Atlantic Southeast Airlines for nearly 3 years.
We're going to go around them. Tell Center we'll go right.
Center ASA 2311, we'd like to request a deviation for some weather.
This was a normal day in the life of the crew. Nothing untoward had happened, and I doubt they were expecting any difficulties with the flight.
ASA 2311, roger that. Weather deviation approved at your discretions. Maintain current altitude.
Okay, thanks, Center 2311.
Let's go 20 degrees to the right.
Today's flight is a short commuter route from Atlanta, Georgia to the city of Brunswick on the Atlantic coast.
This is Captain Friedlein on the flight deck. We've got a bit of weather ahead of us, but we're going to go around it and give you a pretty smooth ride. Might hit a few bumps, but nothing to worry about. We do ask you to return to your seats, and please make sure your safety belts are fastened.
The Embraer 120 banks gently as the pilots deviate around the storm.
The Embraer EMB 120 is designed for commuter-type operations. It takes approximately 30 people on short-haul flights between city centers.
The commuter airplane is powered by 2 turboprop engines.
Turboprops differ from jet engines because instead of using the exhaust to power the aircraft, they use a propeller, which is more fuel efficient and is more suited for these smaller aircraft.
Today, there are 20 passengers aboard, including NASA astronaut Sonny Carter.
Thank you so much. You're a star.
As part of the Space Shuttle Discovery's crew, Sonny Carter orbited the Earth for 120 hours, circling the planet 79 times. Frederick Gregory served with Carter on that mission.
Sonny was not only an astronaut, he was a Renaissance man. And he was an engineer, he was a medical doctor, he was a Navy pilot. At a very young age, he had accomplished things that even one of which would have been an outstanding achievement for just any other person.
Also on the flight is another high-profile figure, former Senator John Tower. Tower served 4 terms in the U.S. Senate. A leading Republican, he was an advisor to Presidents Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush.
We're still running 20 minutes late.
Yep. Well,
couldn't be helped.
Before takeoff, Flight 2311 was delayed due to a mechanical problem. the crew was forced to switch planes.
There was a last-minute change in the aircraft, which, while uncommon, is not extraordinary, and it would not have thrown the crew.
These small planes do keep you on your toes.
The new plane is running smoothly as it leaves the storm clouds behind and nears its destination. Glynco Airport is a former airbase with just one runway. It's used by private planes and small commuter airlines flying to the Georgia coast. The flight attendant prepares the cabin for landing.
Runways inside.
The crew is just 5 minutes from touching down.
ASA 2311, cleared direct to Jeff 1. Glynco, report the airport in sight. Expect a visual.
We do have it in sight, 2311.
Slowing for approach speed.
The aircraft was normal. There was nothing unexpected.
Gear down.
Gear down. 3 green.
Then the captain notices an unusual sound.
It's weird. Number 1 seems to be spinning faster. The left is pulling a bit more. Bringing power down to the left.
Captain Friedlein tries to compensate for the plane's unexplained pull to the left. Flight 2311 is less than 1,000 feet from the ground, and the plane is getting more and more difficult to control.
What's going on? See anything? There's nothing.
The crew were apparently caught completely by surprise by something.
What's going on with this thing? I can't hold it. Get out of it, Jim! Come on!
The plane is rolling to the left, and the crew doesn't know why.
The crew would have instinctively applied opposite aileron, moving the stick to the right, to try and prevent the aircraft from rolling as it was.
Come on, guys. Get us out of this. Come on! God, Ray, I can't.
I think they would have been preoccupied with trying to stop the roll, maybe to the extent of not knowing just how much peril they were in.
Do what I do. Grab your ankles, head down, okay?
Captain Friedlein fights desperately to save his plane.
Oh, no! No! That's it. Oh, God.
It's no use.
The aircraft crashed in the middle of woods, which would have made the job of the first responders and firefighting teams quite difficult.
Rescuers make their way through the dense brush. But when they reach the crash site, they find no one alive to rescue.